Welcome to another edition of Hockey Ultimate Talk, where today we're talking about the brand new Stanley Cup champions, your back-to-back Florida Panthers. We have the free agency predictions that we're going to be doing today that we were going to talk about, and of course, the draft coming up on Friday and the draft event here in NHL 25. Reek, how is it going, my friend?
It's going well. It's going well. I mean, this is a very exciting time of year, the hockey offseason, where there's so many rumors and not much actually happens.
Well, we can say one thing. There have been more trades already this year compared to most.
That's true. That's true.
Trevor Zegras on his way out of Anaheim going to Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was an interesting trade. I mean, I right away I think the Flyers. I mean, they did really.
Yeah, I think it's a great trade for Philadelphia.
Right?
And I had mentioned that I wish Detroit would have done this. Same thing with Mason Marchment. I feel like that's a good trade for
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle. I feel like that's another thing I wish Detroit would have done.
Yeah, no, I would have liked Marchment as well. Honestly, for the Devils, I thought he'd be a solid fit. I mean, because his cap hit's reasonable and he's a solid 50-point guy. I mean, you need
50-point guy
that.
Who plays physical.
Yeah, exactly. He's
right.
6'5". Like that's.
And then another trade to mention is Joe Veleno headed to the Seattle Kraken for Burakovsky.
Yeah, I don't even know really what to make of that move. Honestly, I don't.
I think Chicago wins that one. Look, Seattle clears up cap, which is really important.
Yeah, because obviously it hasn't worked out for Burakovsky.
Right, but I think that Chicago gets the better player there. I've seen
for
a
sure.
lot of Joe Veleno, so
yeah, no, he's probably gonna be out of the league soon, Veleno.
Yeah, it just hasn't worked out for him.
Yeah, it's just how it is. So yeah, I mean, you're right. There's been some action, but hopefully it keeps up, right? I mean, I've seen this before where there's a couple big trades and it's just and then it's nothing,
Look, and we're gonna get into it regarding trade rumors and all that fun stuff. But I woke up today seeing that the favorites to land Noah Dobson is the Detroit Red Wings.
I mean, so okay. Before I even ask you how you feel about him, I mean, he's looking for apparently $11 million a year. What are your thoughts on that?
My problem with that is we have Seider and Edvinsson, who are both going to be. I mean, Seider's actually at a very decent cap hit.
Yeah.
But Edvinsson needs a new contract next year. Not this upcoming
season. But you do need right Ds, though. I mean, besides Seider, really, who do you have? Right?
Yeah. We have ASP in the pipeline.
Well, that's true. And there's no guarantee with him.
Austin Hall.
Yeah, so you probably could still improve. But are you going to pay another right-handed defenseman? Because what's Seider make? 8, 9? What does he make?
8.5, something like that.
So then you're going to pay Dobson. Dobson's going to be your highest paid player. I don't know. That just sounds crazy to me. I don't know.
See, I agree with that. I love the idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Of Noah Dobson on Detroit. I don't know if I love the money, but does Noah Dobson really deserve that much?
No.
You know what I mean?
He had a couple really good years, but I feel like he's declined.
Last season was not a great year.
No.
Last year was a bad year.
But is it he's just on a bad team? The Islanders, they don't score. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, to go from a 70-point season to a 39-point season.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
A plus 12 to a minus 16.
The thing is, too, I know a lot of Islanders fans, they just think he's very lost defensively. So it's not, forget about the offensive stuff. He's just not even good defensively. I know a lot of Islanders fans feel that way, at least, but.
Right. I mean, I still think that's somebody that you take a look at if you're Yzerman.
It depends on what they're asking for, right? I think is a big factor. And then what does he want?
A pure hypothetical, we've been talking about the Detroit and sorry, chat, we're talking about the Red Wings again. What? If hypothetical, I've been saying, hey, this needs to be the year Yzerman's aggressive. Yzerman needs to do something. If the Red Wings walk away with this offseason with Noah Dobson and someone like Brock Besser, I'm pretty thrilled with how the offseason went. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think you should be, right? I mean, because those are some players that are they have long track records. they should be good enough for you to really help your team.
Yeah, and I mean, Vladimir Tarasenko's on the way out. This is already happening.
He's got to go.
They're likely waiting until July 1st. That's when his no trade modifies.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's important.
So, but Senko wants out. Detroit's willing to accommodate it. He is gonna go.
Right.
So Senko's gonna be gone. Obviously, you make some smaller moves to the bottom 6, and I mean, Petry's gone. Hallelujah. We don't have Jeff Petry anymore. I can't joke. I can't make those jokes anymore.
How's it feel?
Great. Justin Hall didn't get bought out though.
Yeah.
Which I definitely expected to have happen. So.
How many years do you have left?
1. It's not that big. It's not the end of the world.
And maybe they could move him. You never know. They could potentially move him.
I guess, but even so, it's strange,
No, you're right.
And I guess you don't even need to play Hall. He could be your 7th D, 8th D,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's true. But he's making like
Because
how much?
hypothetically, if you do pick up someone like a Noah Dobson, you got Sider Evanson line 1, Sherratt Dobson line 2, Johansson, Gustafson line 3.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's a hell of a lot better than last year.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I feel like your guys' defense has been bad for many years, which is the reason why you haven't been in the playoffs.
Yeah, it has. Johansson was a nice surprise to come in and be a steady minute muncher, as you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, you get one really big piece there. Apparently, Detroit's aggressive in the goalie market again. I don't know how that can be when you just traded for Peter Mrazek. Not saying that Mrazek is good, but what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean?
I mean, they just keep acquiring different goalies. Like it's kind of.
Eisman has a thing for goalies. Eventually, one's gonna work. You know,
it's true. Maybe Jake Allen. Maybe he's going to the Wings. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows at this point? They're gonna trade for John Gibson and Andre Vasilevsky. Who knows?
At this point, as many goalies as you possibly can have, right?
Yep. With that being said, enough about the Red Wings to start off the episode. Let's go ahead and start talking about your Stanley Cup champions, the back-to-back Florida Panthers.
All right, so I mean, what a team! I mean, really, what a team! Like they just were clearly the best team. Like there's really not anything else to say. Like you watching them play throughout the playoffs, they just have another level to every other team. Like no other team can play at their level. I'm sorry, they just can't.
They are very good. Like it was watching them play.
A clinic.
It doesn't feel. Look, we've seen back-to-back teams, right? We saw Pittsburgh do it. We saw Tampa do it. It didn't feel the same, man.
No,
like
it didn't.
Watching Florida the last few games,
it was pure dominance.
Yeah,
they were. Yeah, do you think they were better this year or last year? I think this year.
I'd say this year.
Yeah, right. Like I think their team was overall better. Like they played better and everything.
And Sam Bennett's going to be staying in Florida.
I would think, right?
The rumor is Brad Marchand's going to be staying in Florida.
There's no way they keep back Blab, though, right?
I don't think so, unless he takes a massive discount. We're talking a 1 year, $2 million deal for some reason. You know what I mean? Like I just don't see it happening.
It's not going to happen, I don't think. So I mean, they'll probably lose him, but regardless, they'll probably still be a very strong contender next year. I mean, I don't see why not.
Oh, absolutely. I would not be surprised to see them in the conference finals again next year.
For sure. Because who's beating them? I mean, I guess you could say Toronto, but I don't know. Maybe.
Is Toronto beating them? Let's find out what they do this offseason.
That's true. That is true.
With the team that they have right now, no.
No.
Now, one thing I do want to say, I was talking with somebody in the Discord about the Leafs, actually. Sorry to jump topics here super quickly. But talking about the Leafs, they're saying, like, oh, I can't wait to see what Toronto does with all their cap space. They don't have that much cap space. It looks like they do, but they have, 9 roster spots to fill. And that includes giving Matthew Nyes a new contract.
Yeah, exactly. Most of their money's going to go to Nyes, for sure.
So we were...
And Tavares if they bring him back.
If they bring him back, of course. But, when you're looking at the Toronto Maple Leafs, as of right now, they have $25 million in cap space right now.
Yeah.
25 mil. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 forwards signed. You can bring up
their defense is completely signed though, so defense
is good. Absolutely. But the fact that you have to sign Matthew Nyes. Okay, well that's going to take up how much?
Probably at least 7 or 8. You think?
Let's say it takes up 8. Hypothetically, it takes up 8. Okay, so now you have 17 million, and you need to sign the rest of your forwards, and you're going to need to get some insurance for those forwards as well, because obviously somebody gets hurt, you need to call somebody up. John Tavares, do we think he's taken a friendly deal, say $5 million?
Yeah, that's absolute lowest. I feel like he could get 7.5 Tavares.
If he goes to the market, he's getting a lot more. But
he's getting at least 7.
Toronto.
Yeah.
So let's say 5 for Tavares. So now you're looking at 13 million combined for just Nyes and Tavares. That leaves you with 12 million. And also, you were over the cap this last season, so that means that you're getting a penalty for that. So that takes almost $1 million away.
Yikes.
It starts to add up real quickly. You can add, so you're losing Marner, right? Hypothetically,
no, Marner's gone.
You need to replace Marner.
But
you need someone to replace him, and you already don't have the money.
No, but I mean, they're saying Callan, right?
Okay, sure. Easton Callan's going to come in and put up 100 points next year.
That's what I don't know what Leafs fans they're saying that he can replace him. Yeah, I mean he's not going to be a 100-point scorer. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, absolutely. Sorry.
Best case scenario, he's getting 40 points probably, 50 points. I mean come on.
That's the thing, and I think that the comparisons are there because they both played for London.
Right, that's what it is. Yeah,
right. I get it, but you cannot expect Easton Cowan to come in this season
And be a
this upcoming
superstar.
season, which is what we're talking about,
Yep.
and suddenly be Mitch Marner.
Yeah. Like, that's tough. I mean, Marner's a top, like, winger in the league. Top 10 probably in the league,
Yes.
I would say. So, I mean...
Yeah, it goes... In the league, Lucas Raymond probably number 1. Marner's going to be behind him.
Yeah,
right?
and then Bratch right there at 3.
Yeah, exactly. So...
No, for sure.
Here's the thing. We make jokes like this, and I've been having trouble with people online lately who just don't seem to understand that, like, I'm joking about everything I say.
I know. People really take you too seriously. I used to do
really
that.
do. Yeah, I guess maybe if you don't know me, I can come off a certain way, but, like, I do not think that the Red Wings are going to be signing Mitch Marner, Brock Besser. They're getting Aaron Ekblad. They're trading for Vasilevsky, and they're going to win the cup next year. I don't think that. I don't actually go, oh, this is happening, and I'm not fucking delusional.
Well, what if it does?
I mean, that'd be sick. But I'm just... what player doesn't do... Like, what person does do that? Reek. Jesper Bratt. Best winger in the league, right?
Oh, easily.
Oh, you're fucking delusional, man.
I know.
Let's make memes and posts about you because you said that. Like, what?
Who wins the cup first? Says Sasho. Marner or the Leafs? I think it just depends on what the team he goes to, really.
Yeah, when Marner signs in Vegas next year for $7 million.
Then they're winning the cup, yeah, probably.
Oh, man, I really don't want to. I really don't.
Maybe yours are like Florida or something.
Bro, I said Montreal, and could you just imagine?
Hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Any Canadian team would be hilarious if he went to, honestly.
It would be, yeah. Raymond has showed up as much as in the playoffs as Marner with 0 playoff games. Marner was a point per game player in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't know what Leafs fans are kind of looking for from him. Like, he's not a goal scorer, Marner.
Like, I understand he doesn't score goals in the playoffs. I get it.
Yeah.
He's a point per game player in the playoffs this year. 13 points in 13 games. If that is not enough production, and I understand did that before game 6 or 7 or whatever it was. If that's not enough production for you, I don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If a point per game is not enough for you, what are you hoping to get out of any of the free agents that you're going to be getting, or anyone? You know what I mean? Like,
no, exactly. It's you're not going to find a player on his level to you can't replace him. It's just impossible. Like, the production is going to be lost.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see what they do.
I get them shaking things. I mean, at a certain point, they had to shake things up.
Oh, I don't disagree with them moving on from Marner. You got to move on from someone, right?
Yeah,
the core someone.
And he's the most realistic one. Obviously, he's a free agent.
Yes. But I just don't get the, fuck, Marner was so bad in the playoffs, and you look at his stats, and he's on a point.
I think Matthews sucked in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. Like, I feel like he wasn't he's the one that's supposed to be scoring goals. He scored 70 goals one year. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, what's going on with him? I know there was injuries.
Yeah, but he hasn't even cracked 40 goals the last 2 years. Yeah, I don't think.
That's got to be a little bit concerning, right?
Just injuries, I think, right? 69 goals, not 70. Yeah, wow, such a difference. Florida wins the cup next year, 4 times champs. I mean, I'm pretty sure if they won next year, that'd be 3, not 4. But
it would be 3, correct.
They made the finals 4 years in a row if they go next year, but...
So, Matthews has never had less than 30 goals in the season, so that's good.
That is good.
But he has had less than 40 3 times now.
So he's washed.
I wouldn't say he's washed, but like...
No, I'm kidding.
It is getting a little concerning, don't you think?
It's
that
more about...
from 47, 41, 60, 40, 69, 33. Like, what's, you know...
It's just injuries, I think. I mean, hopefully, like, the injuries stop, obviously, because, I mean, it's not like he's, like, just all of a sudden not good anymore, right? I think it's just injuries.
Absolutely. It's Austin Matthews.
But hopefully he doesn't keep getting hurt. I mean, if he keeps getting hurt, then he's going to keep having mid-seasons like that. Just how it is.
Yeah. He's only ever hit 100 points twice in his career. He has less production than Mitch Marner across his career. I don't know, man.
Maybe they should have kept Marner over him. Imagine.
Yeah, I think they should have.
That's a good one.
They should have traded Matthews so they could sign Marner. That's probably, you know.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Watch now. I guarantee you, though. Somebody's going to clip that. We're going to see that again in the future somewhere on Twitter or Reddit or something. And people are going to think I'm being serious again.
I know.
Guaranteed.
No, 100%. You're right. Someone said...
That's how it is.
Someone said he's basically John Tavares Matthews. I don't know about that. I mean, Matthews is definitely better than Tavares.
At their prime, they're pretty similar.
Stop. He scored 70 goals, Matthews, in a season. He scored 60
Yeah.
twice, right?
Sure.
I mean, stop.
When Tavares was his age, he got 24 goals.
All right.
So that's pretty close.
This guy, B-Pain, says, no, I don't watch hockey. Only watch it for the fantasy cards. Other than that, I don't care who wins or loses. 90% of NHL teams are cheeks. What does that mean?
All right.
So he plays Hut but doesn't watch hockey. I wonder if people actually do that. Like, play
I'm sure
Hut.
there's a lot of people who
You
play
think?
NHL but don't watch hockey, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's possible. He never scored
Never,
70.
I mean, are you saying you've never played people who don't know what the hell hockey is? Like, you hop into a champs game and you're like, what on earth is this guy trying to do?
I mean, just because you're not good at the game doesn't mean you don't know hockey, right?
I think that there's definitely people that you've run into in Hut champs that have never watched a hockey game.
Do you really think
the
in
game is
champs?
free. Yeah, because the game is free.
Yeah, but it's not
And
easy to
they wanted to-
qualify for champs. You gotta play a ton.
I mean, yes, but if you get addicted to Hut,
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
you're playing that much,
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to say, sorry, the NHL 26 play test is going on right now. Unfortunately, we are unable to speak on that. I know there's going to be questions and people wanting to talk about
Yeah.
it, but due to the, I guess, terms of service of the actual play test itself,
Yeah.
we are unable to disclose any information regarding the play test, and I apologize.
Yeah, I mean,
With that being said, I made a video about the release date, so if anyone wants to go check that out.
there you go. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait till we can eventually talk about NHL 26, but
Yeah.
unfortunately,
I
we're
mean, I've enjoyed my time with NHL 26. That's for sure. Oh man, is it ever fun? You guys, I can't wait for you to see all the big changes.
you gotta hold it in, Thrash. You can do this. But
So many of them.
surely,
I'm excited to see what comes. I am.
yeah, and we gotta see. I mean, we gotta see. I mean, we're probably about like a month and a half before we have like a trailer, right?
I think it'll be earlier than that.
You do.
I do. So, if you, I'm gonna say clearly you didn't watch my video,
No, not
which
yet.
is
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Don't expect you to. Don't expect you to. I cannot expect everyone to watch my dumb ass on a daily basis.
What?
With everything that's been happening, playtest being as early as it is, the objectives in NHL 25 where you can earn stuff
Yeah.
for NHL 26 coming out in June,
Yeah.
and NHL 26 officially being listed internally for EA as part of
Quarter 3.
yeah. So that means it'll be out
Before October,
September
yeah.
30th.
Yeah, before October for sure.
So with that being said, it looks like we're going to be getting NHL in September this year, and I think that they're going to start pushing like commercials and marketing and everything like that earlier than ever, or not, maybe not earlier than
Yeah,
ever,
yeah, but earlier
than-
since COVID.
yeah, exactly.
What is it? What I don't have in this chat. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, do you think it'll be earlier than last year? Maybe.
Definitely.
You do?
It came out in October this year.
I mean, did it though?
Officially, yes.
But like, you know what I mean? Early access. It came out in September.
Correct. But the official release date and everything was in October, which means it was part of Q4.
Was it actually?
Yes.
So it was listed as Q4 last year.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually interesting. So it. What do you think the earliest it would be that it comes out this year? Like, just a
So
guess.
I said
Yeah,
19th,
what'd you say?
I think.
That'd be really good, honestly. I'd be happy. Like
Because
the full release, or you're talking early access.
that was full release, early access a few days before.
Damn, that'd be crazy.
That
Yeah.
was my prediction, but we will see.
Do you guys know if the game is done already? I mean, basically.
I mean, I would hope. I would like. Here's the thing: they're working on NHL 26 right now still because you gotta
fine tune
polish
things.
everything.
Yeah.
But they're already working on 27, and I'm sure they're already working on 28 as well. It's not like all right, guys, we did NHL 25. Let's take 9 months off and start working on NHL 26. Like they're.
Let's put it like this: every major addition is done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna like all of a sudden be like tomorrow be like, we should add this to the game. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
it's done. You know, like
the game is the game at this point.
yeah,
They know what
for
they're
26, 27. That's where they can probably start like talking and thinking. Right. But yeah,
Obviously
man.
says 2K needs to come back. Tell them that because guess what? There's no exclusive license. 2K can make a hockey game anytime they want, and EA can do nothing about it.
Yep.
All they have to do is be like, "Hey, we're gonna bring back NHL 2K," and they did it, but they don't want to. So
There you go. Oh, so Thrash a liar, apparently.
full release was late September. Full release was what, October 3rd, something like that last year for 25.
Because you're not saying, like, not the deluxe, right? You're talking standard, right?
The standard edition of NHL 25. Yeah, it says initial release date. Yeah, it was October 4th, 2024.
So there you go.
The early access was 7 days early on September 27th.
Okay, fair enough.
So with the early access, that doesn't count towards Q3. It's all towards Q4, which led NHL 25 to be in the top 5 of game sales for the month of October of 2024. So all of y'all, I know this is a big hot topic about game sales and how NHL can't be doing that well. It's doing fine. In October and November last year, it was in the top game sales of North America.
Yeah.
So
Like, it's... Is it the same amount of people playing as, 5-6 years ago? Probably not. But it's not like...
I think it's higher now than it was the last couple of years.
That might be true. That might be
like,
true.
For it to launch in October and for it to be top 5 in game sales, according to IGN, top 5 in game sales, for NHL, that's pretty freaking high.
Oh, for sure. I mean, listen, I need EA to just... They need to start cooking. Like, they need to start...
Unfortunately, Aubrey, I'm not going live after this.
They need to start cooking, and what I'm saying with cooking is they just need to get more interactive with the community. I said it.
No, I agree.
Like, I just feel like that's one thing that, like, it just doesn't feel like the community's brought together ever. You know what I mean? I know it's a random, like, off-topic thought, but, like, I just feel like there should be, like, community events. Like, maybe, like,
there
once
should
a
be
month.
more happening. I would
right?
agree.
Like, and it shouldn't just be with us. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that. I think everyone should be included, viewers, and obviously we brought it up before as well, like Twitch drops. Like that obviously would be a huge way to get everybody involved.
Sniper Shooter says, what happened to the Discord they promised in 24? It exists.
But yeah, I don't know what happened to it.
In fact, it exists. Nobody ever uses it. Nobody's in it, but it exists.
It's just not active.
Yeah. There are people in it. Like, truthfully, it exists, and there are people in it. It's just a barren wasteland.
Exactly. Remember that one event stream from last year?
Yeah. Real well. Again, no, that was frustrating though because like we didn't know the information beforehand.
Yeah, that was bad, Thrash. That was bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it was.
We got a lot of backlash. Like us, we really did.
Yeah, we get a lot of backlash for everything. That's not.
That's true. That's true.
You know.
Like you'd think that we make the game, honestly.
Oh yeah, some of the stuff, dude. I mean, read some of the YouTube comments we get.
Right.
It's crazy. It's actually funny. I got chirped the other day because I did my usual. Oh, I went down by 1 goal. I'm gonna quit.
Yep.
The guy messaged me. It's like, wow, you really rage a lot. It's like it's the exact opposite. I just don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Like you never get mad.
So I explained how it works, and they went, "Wow, that's really sad. Being a content creator is nothing to be proud of. I would rather have a pension." Dog, I'm Canadian. We get a pension. That's just like everyone gets a pension.
That's funny.
So I don't know, but
why everyone so worried about what other people are doing?
Work, so like we're good. Like
yeah, that's just interesting. People are really weird.
I thought it was funny.
That is funny though. GM connected with Twitch communities.
Twitch communities, no.
So like it would be cool at first, but I think it would die down though, unfortunately. But it should be in the game, obviously.
You know what's funny? You know what's really going to be funny, and I truly think this is what's going to happen.
Yep.
GM Connected gets announced.
Right.
The community rejoices. Everyone's happy. Everyone's thrilled. Everyone goes to play GM Connected. 3 weeks later. Anyone looking to play GM Connected? I can't. Nobody in my group wants to play anymore. That's what I really think is going to happen.
I hope not. I mean, because obviously if they actually do bring it back, I mean, people better play it.
That's my thing.
Yeah,
I personally am not interested in GM Connected.
Yep.
It's not for me. I've said this for years. I will continue to make content on it when it's talked about and whatnot, but it's just not for me. But the way that some people want GM Connected to be implemented and the way others want it to be implemented is very different, and you're only going to get one of them, I think. So
right, yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully down the road at some point, right? I mean, you never know.
Like I asked people. Some people want it to be a sim only situation.
Well, that's dumb.
So you make a team, and it sims for you, and whoever wins wins. There are people who legitimately want that, and then there are people who legitimately want it to be 82 game seasons where you have to play out every single game,
and that would be stupid. I'm sorry.
A lot of people don't want that, but there are people who do want it, right? And you're not gonna find. I just don't see how it's gonna work. I'm sorry. I think that people are gonna be very excited for it. It's gonna be a very hot mode for a short amount of time, and then it's gonna be forgotten about.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that's not true, but I definitely could see it. Like, I'm not like that's not a crazy thought. Why
Why
not
not have both? Because the problem is you're not gonna be able to get a group together of enough people that want one or the other.
Yeah,
Right? Like if you do, because some people are going to want all 32 teams, some people are going to want 16 teams, some
Yep.
are going to want 8 teams, but you're still going to need to play X amount of games. Are you going to be able to, hypothetically, you need to play X amount of games? All right, we're going to do I'll play every game. You're only playing 32 games throughout the season. So you have to pick 16 days over the next couple months where we're all going to be able to get together and play our games.
right.
Is everyone
Yeah,
going to be able to do that?
yeah. It's not that simple. I mean, especially older people, obviously, right? I mean,
Exactly.
if
So
you're-
it does
yeah.
become more and more complicated the more you look at it. Is it a great idea to have in the game? Yes. Should it be in the game? Yes.
Yep. Every
Is it
sports
going to
game
work out
has
the way
it,
everyone
so-
wants? I don't think so.
Yeah. Probably not, but I guess, at least if it gets in, then you can always tweak it, right? It's better to have it in than not, and then you can adjust and see what people want.
Yes,
right?
it should be. Let me be very clear, because people think that, like,
You hate it. Just,
I don't want it.
Yeah.
No, it should be in the game.
Yep.
The people who want it, I hope you get it. I really do. With that being said, if it goes the way that we think it's going to go, all of this was for nothing. And it is infuriating that we've had to deal with it for the last fucking decade of
I
people
know.
complaining
It's
about
crazy.
it for it to not work.
It's
and not
crazy.
work out.
It's crazy.
And,
It's been
yeah.
like actually over a decade since it's actually been in though.
Yep. Are we gonna get new cards? Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Probably today, right? I'm guessing.
If not today, then Friday. 'Cause
Yeah.
you gotta think week 2 of the event. Now, I was wondering though, could they do like when they did draft cards right for week 1?
Yep.
Could they do like previous draft players for week 2 instead, and they do like the rest of the first round for event cards for today and tomorrow?
Yeah. Right. That wouldn't shock me. I don't think.
I could see something like that. Like a lot of people are like, oh, where's this player? Where's this player? They could still get event cards today. I don't know what else they come out with.
The only
You know what I
thing
mean?
is,
Like-
Thrash, I just feel like I think it's only going to be young players though.
Potentially, absolutely.
Because the reason why I
again,
say that is because I mean, if you think about it, like the event is just Draft 25 LA, right?
yes.
So like all the cards have that on it. You know what I mean? Even the event cards, right? So it's kind of just
Yeah.
seems like that's what it is. That's just it.
So does that mean that we're getting? Hear me out. Are we going to get class players for today or tomorrow then? Because what are they releasing today and tomorrow?
Game breakers.
Okay, game breakers, but it's going to be draft players.
Oh yeah, I mean you're right. That's fair.
That's what I'm saying though.
No,
Like,
I know what you mean.
if they're not doing event cards, because there's only so many players that are in the upcoming draft that are going to get cards.
Well, yeah, I mean so many players they don't have the rights to, right? So
Right, and so many. Well, potentially because somehow they got Higgins.
yeah, how did that happen? Like I actually
Bro, I
don't
have
understand.
no idea. I
right?
wonder if it's just a deal they had with the World Juniors. I don't know.
Yeah, like because he has the Team USA jersey, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So
I have no idea.
I mean, yeah, 'cause it's
Not
not
mad
like
about it.
it's not like he has the college, obviously, like
Right.
thing. Yeah,
But that was a shock. That was
for sure.
absolutely a shock.
Yeah.
So they could maybe get a couple other players that played in the World Juniors. But
Yep.
how many players are actually going to get a card from the event if this is a 2-week event and there's the same amount of cards coming out this Friday as there was last Friday?
Yeah, it's a good
There's
question.
got to be content for today and tomorrow.
I don't know. I don't know. Does there have to be content? Imagine there wasn't.
Don't even put that into the atmosphere.
Sorry, that's my fault. Cards for
Shit.
new Hall of Fame class coming in 4 weeks. Oh yeah, those gotta actually happen. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's your team of the week.
Yeah, because how many players got selected?
I know Chara did. I know McGillney's not in the game,
And
unfortunately.
Keith isn't either. So
Yeah, so maybe not then. Matt Martin officially retired.
oh, he did.
Yep.
Wow. What a
Carey Price
legend.
did not make the Hall of Fame. Yep. Sorry, Price fans.
Did he actually not?
He did not make it.
Like he was eligible?
Yep. We got Chara, Keith, Thornton,
Huh.
McGillney, Jennifer Botterill, Brianna Decker. So you got 2 players out of so they're not doing that.
Yeah, probably
We're getting
not.
Chara and Thornton, and that's it.
You probably just get some cards. I don't think he's eligible, says Cabo Price.
One second.
Shut up, Sasha. Des Noyers and Frundell are for sure getting an MSP Friday. Crap.
He was eligible as of this year for Hall of Fame.
So there you go. How's he not a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Never won a cup.
I
That'll
mean,
probably be the
he won
first
the
thing I'm gonna
Hart
look at.
Trophy, and he had what, at least 2 Vesnas, right?
Yeah, Pierre LeBrun says Carey Price is a surprising omission, but sure is nice to see Alex McGillney get in finally.
Oh, honestly, yeah, no, he definitely was. That's crazy. I'm actually surprised. You know, Canadians fans are probably not handling that well.
Yeah.
He'll get in probably
Oh,
next year or something though. Like he
bro,
will get in.
bro, all I'm saying, Price, he didn't get in his first year, and neither did Chris Osgood, and it's only been about 10 years for Osgood, so Price will get in eventually, and Ozzy will too.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, they're about the same goalie anyways, so.
Yeah, I mean, at least one won a cup too. Come on.
Multiple, actually.
So there you go. We know who's better, clearly, right?
Let me pull up Chris Osgood's stats. I'm just curious. I'm going to compare the two here. All-time stats.
Price is
between
probably
him and
way
Carey Price.
better. I'm
Oh,
guessing.
I would assume so,
Yeah.
because it's fucking Chris Osgood. All right, so goals against average all-time. Carey Price has a 2.51. Chris Osgood with a 2.49.
Yeah.
Yeah. Osgood won 3 cups and 2 Jennings. Price won no cups. A Masterton, a Hart, a Ted Lindsay, a Vezina, and a Jennings.
You want a Ted Lindsay?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. For a
So
goalie.
Osgood won 1 more trophy in his career and had a better save percentage in his career. I don't know, man. He had more wins in his career. I think that he had more shutouts in his career. Fuck, if Osgood doesn't make it in, Price has no hope. Holy shit.
Well, then that's always the argument. Oh, who's on the better team, right? Ozzy was on the better team.
Don't care. Don't care. Oh, and here's again. That's gonna get clipped too, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, listen to this guy talk shit about Montreal." Again, not being serious. Price is clearly the better goalie.
Best way to make pastas X Factor is to buy store X Factor packs, probably, right?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Why don't you compare the players they played with? Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, so many players, don't win cups, and it just depends on the team they're on, right? I mean, Joe Thornton, think about it, right? He was on the Panthers a year before they made the finals. Like, he was right there. He almost had it.
Yep.
But if he was a couple of years younger, probably would have won a cup.
Here's the thing, man. That's small difference, eh?
Yep. He was just cooked.
I like that people are saying that we don't talk about Hut, but we're legitimately talking about Hut. Like, we're talking about if Hall of Fame players are going to be getting Hut cards.
Yep.
And we're talking about the draft event, and that's what led to this. But nobody pays attention, anyways.
What do you think of the event in general?
I think I like it personally.
Yeah, and obviously I love the tie-in for NHL 26 too, right? So
it's perfect. Exactly what it should be.
I mean, I think all the cards are very good too.
The cards that's the thing. They're all very usable.
Yeah, and the free abilities, of course.
Right? Like, that's kind of nice. I mean, to get Hagens, this is the only way you're ever getting a Hagens card.
Yeah.
So if you want Hagens, you got to make them,
Oh, for sure. So, I mean, that's cool, though. I mean, I'm glad they added him in. Like, it was a nice surprise.
Yeah. Victor Eklund, hard rumor that he's going to Detroit. If that's the case, obviously, I'm making him.
Instantly, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a must be,
So what do you think of, like, what these packs are going to be in NHL 26? I know it's funny to, like, obviously think about.
Oh, it's going to be like, it's going to be nothing. It's going to be a couple of fucking 75-plus cards.
Well, I don't know, though, Thrash. You got a 2025 Calder finalist choice pack.
Well, yeah, but we already know what that is. I'm talking about the Jumpstart packs.
Yeah, those are going to be bad. But, like, what overalls do you think those are going to be of the Calder? Like, what do you think Celebrini is going to be?
83.
That's pretty good, though, probably.
Yeah. We see any more 26 packs of Team Budgets? Probably not.
You don't think so?
I think this is it.
I think I agree with you, yeah. Someone asked that to me as well, and I said, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any more.
Yeah, this is probably it. Draft going to be insane for year 17 in a row? Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm hoping for some moves,
I hope we get some stuff before the draft, I mean, as well. Maybe
yeah,
will we get lucky today and we'll be doing the podcast and a trade breaks, imagine?
That'd be awesome. I'd be so down, but it's not going to happen.
With the Wings, too. Wings and Devils, imagine.
The Wings and Devils made a trade today. Justin Hall acquired by the New Jersey Devils for Jesper Bratt.
Enough of the stupidity trades.
I think that'd be a good deal for both. And then you can dump Hamilton and you still have a full roster.
Enough.
We'll take Hamilton off your hands. Yeah, Bratt and Hamilton for Hall. How's that?
And Bratt. Why and Bratt?
So that for payment for taking Dougie's contract.
Oh, okay. I see. My fault. I got it.
Now, do we think that any of the top picks move? Like, do we think the Islanders actually trade it? Or do we think now that the Penguins own both 11 and 12, do they move one of them? You know what I mean?
I could see them moving one of them. That I could see, but they're not gonna like move up to like top 5. I don't think.
Yeah.
They move back if anything. I think, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like I'm not. This is one year where I really did not pay too much attention to prospects. So it's gonna be tough for me. I'm kind of just going with consensus when I say people really want Detroit to take William Eklund.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because Sweden. That's it.
Yeah.
But, you know.
No, exactly.
I don't know. Where do the Devils have their first?
No, they traded up for Markstrom.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. He was good for us.
Was he?
I mean,
I heard you bitching about him a lot.
Now you gotta look at the stats, and you're gonna see he had a 900 save percentage, which it doesn't look
I'm gonna
great.
look him up. Yeah, I'm curious, but you specifically complained about him.
He
needs to make a save. Can we never get a save? Holy shit, we need a save. That
I
was you all
complained
year about Markstrom.
I only complained about him when early on in the year he was really bad, and then when he came back from his injury, he was not great. I remember the game against Detroit. I don't know if you remember. This is such a niche thing to
Is that
remember.
the one with Patrick Kane where he just sniped on him? Yeah.
He has to like went through his arm. That pissed me off so much.
It was not a hard shot.
No,
like...
and it was like pretty far out too. Like it was like that pissed me off, that goal.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yep.
All right. I mean, looking at his stats, he was okay.
Playoffs, he was good though, for sure. He was good in the playoffs.
Looking at his playoff stats, they were about the same as his regular season stats. Actually, worse than his regular season stats.
How? The save percentage was definitely higher.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at goals against. Sorry.
Yeah.
He only had 1 win in 5 games.
Okay, whose fault was that?
His.
Yeah, right.
For allowing 3 goals a game.
So Logan Thompson is the second coming of Chris Osgood, says Sasha. How do you figure that?
Sure. Really good numbers on a really good team, but mediocrity in terms of actual skill.
So I'm playing him right now, he said. Okay. Do you think it was a choice by the dev team to make progression to 99 MSPs go closer to the release of NHL 26 to try it to make more money over the summer?
I don't think it's to make more money. It's to keep... Well, in the end, yes, it's to make more money, but I think it's more about keeping players happy.
That's really what it is, yeah.
One of the biggest complaints every single year is 99 Hut.
Yep.
People hate playing. Holy shit, what did you do, Reek?
What?
I don't know. I'm in the middle of a sentence and I hear...
Yeah, I put the fan on.
Yeah, no shit. Holy crap, dude. Turn it down or something.
Do you still hear it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god. That's better.
It's off!
Oh. Well.
It's okay, it's okay.
Sorry. I know it's hot. If you need to turn it on,
It's
turn it on.
100
I don't know
degrees.
if the chat can hear it, but I can hear it.
No, that chat can't. I have the
Okay.
filters on, but...
Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about. I got distracted by the fucking grinding in my ears.
About the EA not having 99
Oh, 99
overalls.
Hut. 99 Hut. Yeah. People hate 99 Hut. Like, hate 99 Hut.
But here's my
And
thing.
as soon as like they start releasing those really high overall cards, that's when you see the player base really drop off.
But it's already 99 Hut. That's the way I look at it. Like, the overalls don't mean shit.
No, see, Reek, and we went through this last week. The average player does not know that.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
The average player has no idea that the overall at the top of the card is not real.
Yeah.
They don't know that. They see the number. You know how many people play the game? They don't even look at stats.
They
It's a
see
real
the,
thing.
They just see the overall, and that's it.
They see the overall and they get it. They have no idea. And then they'll be like, I got this 93 overall card, but he feels really slow. It's because he has 88 speed and acceleration, but you never look at the stats. This is a real thing. Casual players do not look at this stuff. And again, the game is catered to casual players.
Sure.
Shouldn't we be at Shades of Summer by now? No. What year did they skip the draft event in free agent? Like, you know what I mean?
I think they have before, but...
They skipped the draft event?
I think they actually did, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to kill myself then. Sorry.
Stop. No, but I think we're probably gonna have a lot of events still. If we're being honest, I mean, I don't think we're like done.
I mean, we
anytime
still
soon.
have 2 XP paths, I think.
I think 1. I would be shocked if there was 2.
I mean, maybe.
Because what are they
Is
usually?
it going to like? How the thing is, it depends on what they do though. Because is there going to be an XP path running when NHL 26 is out? Are they going to keep content coming to like you know what I mean? Like you could still play 24, even though 25 was out.
Yeah, we can't play rivals or anything, so
You could though.
not now.
No, but you. What I'm saying is
When it first comes out.
or 25 came out, right?
Yeah.
24, you can still play Rivals squad battles for a few weeks, even though a couple months.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I mean, because how long are these? Are they 45 days or 50 days? I forget how long they are.
They're 6 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 42 days.
That's what I'm saying, and it starts with the 3rd of July. So I mean, you're telling me they're gonna start a whole new XP path in like mid-August? I just find that hard to
Are they
believe.
just gonna stop having an XP path in mid-August though?
No, maybe they'll just. If anything, we're gonna have 2 short ones, probably, right?
Yeah, maybe we could see something like that.
Like
yeah.
one for like a month, and then one for one other month or something, right?
I don't see them not having content the rest of the year. Like they
I know what
literally
you
released
mean.
content all year last year.
Yeah, until like basically the last like week, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I can't imagine that they just stop with an XP path unless they do a XP path starting from July, whatever, for the rest of the year that has unlimited bonus tiers or something.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know what the plan is, and I'm curious to see because again, this wasn't the plan. Reek, I can almost guarantee you there was at least supposed to be 2 more because remember we're delayed by a full week.
Yep. Yeah. No, I think that's definitely. I mean, think about it. The XP pass. They were way longer, right? At first, as well, right? Like, they were like 60 days or some shit.
So remember, we're a full week behind where we should be right now.
Yep.
If the XP path was coming out hypothetically in 7 days from Thursday, so that's what 9 days from now.
Yep.
That's when it is coming out.
It is.
So it would be coming out this Thursday, in 2 days. If the schedule had stayed the same, there's definitely 2 paths from June to mid-September.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. So they might like adjust the time, like how long they are.
Maybe we see 2 35-day paths or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but do they go from maybe Robertson 97 to 99, right? And then you're telling me they're gonna have another 99 XP player? I don't know.
Oh, I have a great idea.
What do you got?
This isn't gonna happen, but it'd be a great idea. All right, you do 199 path that runs from July whatever to September 1st, whatever.
Yep.
Just throwing random dates out there. Then September 1st to September 15th, you have 15 days to get the objectives, or not the objectives, the XP path done. And if you do that, the final card will carry over to NHL 26.
The card carries over NHL 26.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a 99 or something. It's a card that helps you. You know what I mean?
That'd be cool. Honestly, I mean, since like they're already implementing like packs for 26, right? Why not?
That's what I mean. Yeah. So you do one final little path that if you end up grinding out the objective, or not the objective, I keep saying objectives, but you grind out the path,
Yeah.
which would be 10 games or something. Obviously, it's going to be short. But you end up doing it, you get another pack or something for 26 that has a player for you.
I would like that. That would be cool. And that would give you obviously reason to get on the game before the new game comes out. 100%.
Exactly.
Do you think they
Too
stick?
cool for EA to implement.
Well, they did packs at least, right? For 26. Do you think they would stick with the XP path, or do they go back to regular awards? I want Ultimate Choice and Ultimate Packs back.
No.
There's no way in hell they go back to
XP
old
path
awards.
is 100% staying.
Yes, there's no way in hell. I think there's zero chance that they would ever remove the XP path, number one.
Fully agree.
And I don't think you're going to get Ultimate Packs again. I just don't think.
Here's something that people don't want to admit, but is the absolute truth. You sit back, you do the math, you look at the numbers, you're earning more this way than you were last year.
And
You
tradable
simply are.
stuff.
And it's tradable. You simply are. As dumb as it sounds. Now, Champs is another story.
Yeah.
Disagree.
We all know Champ's a disaster, yeah.
But the way that the objectives are done this year versus the way that the Rivals and Champs reward, or not Champs, Rivals and Squad Battles rewards were done last year. If you compare the two, with the XP path, you're getting more this year than you were last year.
Exactly.
You're not pulling any cards. It doesn't matter if you're pulling any cards or not. That's the thing. You could pull nothing, and you're still getting easily 200 to 300,000 coins a week, minimum.
It's true.
I know
you just play the
because I
game.
do it every week.
Yep. No, literally.
I just did a video on it.
Yeah.
Easily, just from the tradable cards you get from the XP path and the objectives. You sell every single card you get, because no matter what, you're going to get some 88s, some 89s, a 90 here and there. It's going to happen because the packs guarantee them.
Yeah.
You're going to sell all this stuff, and when you're done selling everything, after the tax, and after your in-game bonuses, and after your objective bonuses, you will have easily made at least 300k a week.
Yep. And
But
yeah,
nobody sells their shit.
look, Andrew, look what he said. I made 250k at least each week for the last month.
That's literally how the game is designed, though.
And he doesn't play
And-
he's not getting his 30 wins in Rivals. Like, you don't even have to
No.
play that much.
You do not. You get so many tradable cards per week because of the way the XP path is done. Especially when you reach the end, you're getting 3 every tier. 386 plus every
Yep.
tier. If you hit one card in every pack at an 88, you're getting 10k a pack. But every pack guarantees you X pull. And at this point, almost every pack is giving you purples.
Realistically, there is no reason to buy packs in the store.
Why can't you pull any good cards in the XP path, just store packs? You can pull good stuff from the XP path. I pulled a 94 in one of my packs last week. Now, I think the odds are lower than they should be.
Yeah, especially now.
But it is possible to pull them.
Yeah,
the tradable... So, hypothetically, instead of doing... Because, like, we like to do the choice packs, right?
Well, of course, yeah.
We like to do 10 collectibles for the 87 choice pack. That's an okay pack. But if you were to do the 3 collectibles for 5 guaranteed 78 plus pack, you're guaranteed 5k a pack.
Yeah.
So you get 3 of those packs for the price of one of the choice packs. You're guaranteed 15k for the same price of getting 187 or better.
And it would add up. It really would. And then you can get a good card too.
120 collectibles. It's 120 collectibles you get, right?
Either 120 or 140, something like that.
So if it's 120, that's 120 divided by 3 collectibles. So that's 40. So you would get 40 of those packs, which is 200 players.
Yep.
You're telling me you're not going to hit one card in one of those 200 players, right?
I mean, you
Probably
are.
not going to happen. You are.
You are.
And even if you don't, that's 200k.
Exactly. At a minimum, you're guaranteeing yourself coins.
Minimum.
Yeah, I mean...
it's just, yeah.
The game is very, like, rewarding in terms of, like, getting coins and cards, for sure.
Yeah, this event alone, just from the collectibles, if you do nothing but the objectives, you don't use the players you get from the objectives. You do wildcard, but you don't use the player you get from wildcard, and you do your daily login pack from the store at 5 p.m. Eastern every day, you get enough for an MSP at 96 overall.
Exactly. Here's the thing, though.
If you do the objectives and everything else, and you use the other cards, sorry to cut you off, you get another MSP. So 2 MSPs at 96 overall just for playing. I
know. I was going to say, I mean, like, FBK says, just give me back my Rivals rewards. But here's the thing, okay? Like, I get it, but, like, I'm sorry. You remember Thrash, you know, from NHL 20 to 24, Dude,
where we would get those Rivals rewards, and what are we getting in the packs,
nothing.
Man?
Absolutely nothing. I would open Ultimate packs every single week. It would be like right now in June, last year. And I'd open 2 Ultimate Choice packs, 3 Ultimate packs, highest card, 88.
Literally. That was a real thing. That happened every week, and we complained about it every week.
So, I don't know. Like, I think we have this, I guess, nostalgia or something. Because, like, they were really never that good. They were good. They were good.
You know what it is, though? I can tell you exactly what it is. The packs that we get now, the descriptions are 3 guaranteed players. Yep. Hooray. Ultimate Choice, you never know what you're going to get in it. 5 rounds of excitement, right? That it's exciting to open up those packs. That's what it is. It's more fun to open up those packs than the ones we get now. But it's not as rewarding.
No, exactly. Like, it's because you're guaranteed, like, decently high overalls, but, like, people just don't know that based on the description. I mean, I don't.
That's another thing EA's got to do a better job of updating the description. They have to. They
did it, like, once. They updated it, like, once or twice. Like, they barely updated it.
The votes still need to have rewards, Basis says. But that's what the competitive objectives are for.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they literally technically are there. Like, you know what I mean?
Getting rewards, yes.
It's not like
it's not the same as last year where it didn't matter if you won or lost. You actually have to win this year.
Listen, I'm not arguing. Like, obviously, realistically, what they should do is they should have XP paths for everything. For Rivals, squad battles, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's it.
Yeah, it's not that we don't want more rewards.
No one's saying that.
Let me be very clear. Yeah. Obviously, the more rewards, the better.
Yes.
But at the same time here, if we want to be realistic, we're getting more in terms of value this year than we were last year with the way the rewards are set up.
I think, honestly, though, I agree with Basis said. 30 wins a lot. That is a lot.
I fully agree.
That is too much.
I never do it.
It's too much. Especially even now, and this, like, it should be games played or just make it 20 wins or something, right? Like, 30 is a lot.
Like,
30 is a lot.
I'm never getting 30.
No, 30 is an absolute ton. Nope. Like, it really is. I mean, think about it. Even if you play champs and you get 13 wins, you still need to get 17 more in Rivals. That's a lot.
Never happening. I think this week I had to get to 20 because I had to somehow get into champs because I don't play Rivals anymore.
Yeah, no, 30's there. I mean, even for me, like, I mean, I'm at right now. It's Tuesday. I'm 19. Like, I still need 11 more. Like, it's a lot.
Yep. It is a lot. Fully agree. Should be cut down, or make it games played. Whatever you want to do it.
Especially now, though, right? At this point in the year, like.
I'd
Problem
be
is
lucky
when
to
you-
get 30 games not including champs. Well, that is including champs, though. The 30 wins is including
yeah,
champs.
it does.
That's not like specifically for rivals. It's all online modes.
Problem is when you complete the XP path and you don't get rewards anymore. Well, yeah, that obviously needs to be continuous. They need to obviously make that a thing.
You got that right.
Badly. You
Yeah,
drop
I fully agree
divisions
with
to
that,
get
yeah.
30 wins. Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people do drop divisions.
Hey, it's almost as if I've been complaining about this for the last however many months, right?
Yes, you have.
Here's the thing. People are starting to catch up with me here. You see
They
this?
are, right?
It's real funny, because I was talking about this, I think, in February.
Yep.
I was saying, look, like, I'm fucking in Division 3 on purpose here, because everyone I'm playing should be in Division 2 or Division 1, and they're in Division 3. Like, what are we doing?
Exactly.
Now everyone's starting to realize that no one's in the division they should be.
Yep.
I have 5 people in the last week I've played, all disconnect.
Oh my God.
I take screenshots every time I see it.
Yeah.
You see their rivals record, and they're like 13, 87, and 2. Then you go, huh, how are you in Division 2? I wonder how you lost 60 straight games, but you're still in D2. I wonder if you're a D1 player.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. You're right, Thrash. I mean, it really
it's
is.
funny. It's just funny.
It is. It really is. I mean, you know what's interesting that I was thinking about too is like, remember, like, we would get so much less XP until they made that change. To, like, isn't that crazy? Like, because we were getting like, what was it like? If you were in like D1, you're getting like what, 2K per game. Now it's like 4. Like,
yeah,
that is crazy, right? It's crazy to look back at. Like, it was actually like hard to finish the XP path at that time. Like, it actually, like the Ico one was
and now
grind.
after like 2 weeks, we're done.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks. That's like
funny.
putting it lightly almost.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what you think like of that. Like, do you think it is too quick, or you think it's okay, or?
I mean, the problem is it might be too quick for us because we play the game a lot.
True. Like, yeah, like a normal like D3,
playing as
D4
much
player.
as us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely right.
The average person isn't playing, 1,500 games a year.
No, definitely not. they're lucky if they're playing 100, honestly.
Literally.
Online, especially.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Online is a whole other issue. We've been through it though. Like we talked about it.
No doubt.
No need to keep rehashing it. But yeah, most people who play Hut don't play Hut like we do, or like the viewers.
Yes, exactly. If you're watching a Hut podcast, you play Hut more than the average person, probably.
Yes. You're likely in a higher division than the average person.
Yes.
Now, one thing I will say, I find it really funny. I seen a guy complaining about my gameplay. I like to post gameplay videos.
Right.
Fun fact, a lot of people don't know that because nobody watches them. Shocking. But I like to post gameplay videos, and someone was complaining, why are you in Division 3? I'm in Division 8. We shouldn't be matching. There are not 8 divisions.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're getting this information from. But there's 6 divisions in NHL. 6. So, and also it tells you what division you're in when you match.
It does, literally.
So, just throwing that out there. When people say, yeah, I'm Div 10 or the average person's in Div 10, 20 years ago maybe.
Yeah.
It's not a thing anymore.
No, it really isn't. So it's funny to hear people say that, right? It really is.
I'm in Div 3, I'm ass. Fun fact, everyone who's in Division 1 and Division 2 normally is likely in Division 3 right now as it is.
Yeah, I mean, with all the dropping games, it's true.
Yeah. You know how many people I match in Division 3 with top 100 cards? It's crazy.
That's it. That's bad. Like, that's a major problem.
It is.
Like that, and again, I think I've mentioned it before. I think what they could do is, like, you should have the objectives catered towards to your division, so those people feel like, oh, I should be in D1 because I get better rewards. That's the thing.
Even if it's play less games or something. Like
do
something.
Some reason. Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, anyone would be.
If you're in Division 1, you need to win 10 games instead of 30. But if you're in Division 6, you need to win 30.
Exactly. It's so funny. Okay, enough of that emote. But it's so funny. You know what's so funny though, Thrash? How for years and years and years, gotta get leaderboards in. Oh my god, leaderboards. Who fucking cares about leaderboards? I'm sorry, I don't care about leaderboards at all.
Okay, but little behind the scenes here, guys. A little behind the scenes here. I said that before they were implemented. In the game changer, whatever you want to call it, conversations in Discord, I said leaderboards are the last thing you need to worry about for rivals. It doesn't make any sense. They don't work. It doesn't make sense. And everyone was, no, you need to have them. You got to put them in. It's important. Who the fuck cares about leaderboards?
The only thing that's good about their leaderboards now is the fact that you can look at people's teams. That's the only cool thing about it.
That is it. You can look at your
and I guess
teams and how often they throw hits.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of cool. You can look at like your stats. I guess that's cool.
Which is awesome. But
I don't care.
Here, let's go on the leaderboards right now and see who's played the most games this month.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's not about, like, no sleeves on the leaderboard.
Warpig has played 437 games since June 1st. Good for you, man. It doesn't tell you what division they're in. It doesn't tell you any of that information. It just tells you how many games they played, and how many wins. Well, he's in Rivals. Get this, in Rivals, this guy is 437 or 426 and 10.
Yeah.
This guy is 426 and 10 in Hut Rivals. That's crazy. That's nuts. You know where he is overall?
Where is he?
Nowhere to be found.
That's crazy.
But you know who's number one overall, top 100?
Who?
This guy, most games played, also has the most wins. He's 3,654 and 32.
Yeah, so I don't get it.
Thrash always says that the stats are wrong. That's because they are wrong. Everything in this game is wrong. No one's record is 3,010. My record right now says that I am currently 1,520. That's not real.
It's not?
Oh, fuck. But you look at the leaderboards and that's what it says. Right?
Who's top on PS Rivals? Wait, what's their name?
One sec. Leaderboard. Oh, fuck me. Hit the wrong button. Sorry. Are we looking monthly, all time? What do you want to see?
Do all time, I guess.
All time. Number one player, Sisu33.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Followed by Timui.
That's an EU, I think.
Shemka 2300. Wee Ducks.
Nice.
Anyone know who any of these players are?
No, I actually don't.
That's another,
Honestly, the Xbox one, though, they're all recognizable, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Like, Gren's number one.
We got Steve Ruins in here.
Okay.
Yeah. He's 452 and 105 all time. He's ranked 6.
Since he's a top EU guy, there you go. So, yeah, a lot of EU guys.
I would assume all these guys are top EU guys. Most of
Yeah.
these people are top EU, I would assume.
The actual leaderboards are correct. What are you talking about? Says Mark.
Yes, the actual leaderboards are
That's a funny freeze frame.
7 games all time. Is ranked 19 in the world.
Sorry, Thrash. You froze. Your sentence got cut off.
Fuck. Sorry. The person who's played 77 games since the game's released.
Yep.
Has the 19th best record in the game.
He's played 77 games all time.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh, sorry. Apologies. No, it's 83 games all time, 77 wins.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't. How are we determining who has the better record?
It's about skill rating, though, Thrash. That's what they base it on.
His skill rating is legitimately lower than the person under him, so that's not it. It's lower by 2 points.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know then. It's interesting. So, yeah, I'm not sure actually.
It's people want to say it's correct. And the same fun fact, Reek, I want you to do yourself a favor. Pay attention to your round points and champs sometimes.
Yeah. PS
is different than Xbox? Yes, it is. They do not have the same leaderboards.
When you get banned, it resets your account. What does that mean?
I don't know. And champs, did you know that you randomly lose points throughout the week?
What do you mean? You lose points? What do you mean? I never heard of that.
You'll lose round points.
How?
So one day you'll have 1,600 points, hypothetically. If you check in a couple days, you'll be at 1,597.
Why is that?
Couldn't tell you, but it happens.
He said couldn't tell you. I thought you were going to have an answer.
Oh, God, no. I don't have an answer for any of this shit. But the actual numbers they give you are just complete bullshit.
That's interesting. Champs, that's champs, right? You're talking about?
Yeah, in Hut Champs, it'll happen. You'll just randomly lose a couple of points here and there.
Huh. That doesn't make any sense, I feel like, right?
No, it doesn't.
Because how can your points go up or down? People can pass you.
If you finish all of your games on a Wednesday, hypothetically, and you check on Sunday what your round points are, I guarantee you they're different.
I'm going to pay attention to that now, Thrash, because I really don't... Yeah, that's interesting.
It's the same with like card overall, your record, your goalie record. It's all different. It's not real. It's not a real
Yep.
number. It's yeah.
J God
No,
says
no.
you need to turn into Thrash and just stop playing.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you
do.
play though, Thrash. Like it's not like you don't play the game anymore.
No, I play. I'm look. I've since June 1st. I've played 43 rivals games.
It's not bad.
No. I've quit out of 23 of them. I won the other 20.
Oh. Well, before we run out of time, we should talk about the free agency, right?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, pull up the list of.
Yep.
Also, hold on. Just want to throw this out there, just so that way we're very clear on how everything is working. Everyone said it's about skill rating for your
Yep.
rivals leaderboards, correct? I went to my leaderboard. I'm looking at me right now, where I'm ranked. I have 1,700 skill rating. The person above me has 1,300 skill rating, and the person under me has 1,000 skill rating. It's not real. I'm
That
sorry.
doesn't make sense. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I'm looking at it. It is sorted by skill rating, and that it goes
So maybe
1,200,
something wrong with
1,300,
PlayStation then.
1,700. Maybe,
Like
maybe
the
maybe it works
leaderboard.
fine on Xbox,
Yeah.
not on PlayStation. I don't know, but I'm looking at it right now. It's sorted by skill rating. I
Yeah.
don't know what you want me to say.
No, that would be really weird. I mean, yeah, I believe you. Yeah, I mean, I don't get why that would be the case.
If you and I'll send you a screenshot just that way,
Yeah.
you know. But I just think it's funny.
No, it
I do.
is.
I
No,
think,
you're
I think
definitely
it's
right.
really funny. Anyways, let's go ahead and start talking about free agency and the
Here we go.
predictions. Reek, if you want to pull up the list of
I got
the
it.
biggest,
Yeah.
you know,
I get the top like
and it
12.
looks like we do have some movement
What happened?
here in the NHL.
What happened?
That's right. Cam Atkinson officially testing free agency. Big move here, guys.
Anyway, the number one ranked free agent going into free agency is Mitchell Marner. Thrash,
Shocking to hear that, honestly.
28 years old, right wing. He made 11 million last year. 10.9 mil was his cap hit. How much do you think he's gonna get? Number one, before where he goes.
It depends on where he goes.
So you think he take a cut to go to a good team?
He takes a cut to get a tax break.
Okay. Yeah, that's possible.
I send you that screenshot, by the way, just so that way you know I'm not making shit up.
On Twitter or Discord.
Twitter.
Let me see.
Just so that way you know I'm not just talking out of my ass here.
Yeah, I mean,
You can see-
it's yeah, you're right.
Does that make sense to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so we can all agree leaderboards are broken, at least on PlayStation.
Yep.
Anyways, Marner, here's the thing. If Marner goes to someone like Vegas or LA, he probably doesn't get 14.
No.
But
Well, yeah,
he could get 12 maybe, but then he's not paying any taxes, he's still making more money, right?
exactly.
So,
It's gonna
I
be
don't know.
interesting.
I think, yeah, again, it really does depend on who he signs with.
You think he stays east or west?
He goes west.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go. I have a feeling Vegas is gonna get him. I don't know why. I feel like Vegas is gonna get him. I really do.
Well, with the rumors that Thomas
Yeah.
Hurdle's on his way out.
and
now.
even Stone, they sound like they want to get rid of too.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go get Marner.
That's just such a
Would not.
Vegas thing, right? If they got Marner, that'd be just crazy.
It'd be funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's going to Vegas. So what do you think? You think Vegas?
Also, I want to say Vegas, but I'm not going to say the same team.
Yeah,
as you.
yeah. What do you got?
I'll say LA.
Yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see it. That would not shock me. Number
I'm
2.
gonna pull up the list as well. We're just gonna go through
Yeah,
here.
I'm
Let's just,
on Sportsnet. I don't know if they're in the same.
do you do the top 12?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll go there. We got Sam Bennett. He's staying in Florida.
he's staying in Florida. Yeah,
That one I don't think we need to worry about. Nikolai Ehlers is next on the list.
he's an interesting one. He's a very interesting one. He's definitely not staying in Winnipeg, in my opinion.
No.
Um,
I'm going Columbus personally.
see
There's
it.
rumors that they want to make a big move, make a big splash, and he would be a good addition to their top 6.
yeah, I could definitely see it. I'll go someone different than you. I'm gonna say Carolina. I could see Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina's gonna want to make.
They have a
move
lot of
too.
money. I mean, they have so much
Yeah.
cap. So I mean, they gotta pay somebody. So yeah, I think I can go Carolina.
Okay. John Tavares. I'm saying Toronto still. I don't see him.
Tavares, I think, is not staying with Toronto. I don't.
Right.
I think he's actually gonna leave. I think he's gonna sign with Anaheim. There you go. That's my take.
Anaheim.
Yep. I think
Interesting.
he's going to Anaheim. They traded Zegras, right? That's a center. So
I guess, but they already the reason they traded Zegras though, and the GM said that they already have their top 2 centers.
Yeah, but you can never deny Johnny T. You know,
I guess.
we can always put like
Eh,
someone else in the wing, but
just let's just get Tavares on Detroit. Why not?
or maybe he eventually goes to San Jose, right? Finally, right? That was
Finally,
yeah,
yeah.
like that's where he was supposed to go.
Let's see him sign in the Islanders. I think he'd be good in New
Just
York.
imagine though.
Next up is Brad Marchand. I think he's
Marchand, really? For me, it's Zach Blood.
Oh, it is Ekblad. Sorry, I skipped him.
Oh,
Ekblad, Detroit.
you really think so?
Look, if there's a team that's going to give him the money that he wants, and he gets to be close to home, you know what I mean? Like, if he wants to, he's won his cups. If he wants to be close to home and he wants to make money, Detroit's going to give him that contract.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I mean, as long as they don't trade for Dobson or whatever beforehand, which is the rumor.
I think somehow Dallas finds a way to sign him. Because Dallas needs a right D really badly. So
You're right. All right, so yeah, maybe he goes to Dallas and Detroit gets Robertson then.
I think they have to get a right-handed defenseman in Dallas. Like their defense is so
right.
weak.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But...
Brad Marchand, I say staying in Florida.
Yeah, I think so too. Dallas has no cap, but they're gonna create cap. You know what I mean? Like any team, if they want somebody, they can create cap. They can.
The Red Wings, the Wing Wheel podcast, I listen to it weekly. Great podcast. Brad Crisco always says, the cap isn't real. Just look at what Vegas does.
It's true though. It really isn't.
It's not real. You can find a way.
You can get anyone. I'm sorry. If let's just say, for example, Mitch Marner says, I don't know, to a team like I don't know, what's the team that has like no money? Oilers. I want to go to the Oilers. They'll make it happen. You know what I mean? Like they'll find a way to make it happen. Like they'll trade guys. They'll make sure that I'm sorry. Like you're not going to turn down a player with that kind of stardom. That's just reality.
Yeah.
Marchand says Besser. He's going to Minnesota. Yep, he's coming home.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to say anyone but Minnesota.
Maybe Columbus
go
too for them too.
I'm gonna go Ottawa.
Ottawa, yeah.
Yeah, there's some rumors about that, so I'll go Ottawa.
Okay, yeah, that's not crazy.
Vladislav Gavrikov.
He's going to the Rangers, I think.
Yeah, probably the Rangers.
Yeah, because it seems like that's kind of like the link. I think he's going to the Rangers, which I kind of don't like because I think he's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I think he's pretty good.
I wanted him Detroit.
He's good. So.
Yeah. But with that being said, Gavrikov going to the Rangers and Keandre Miller going to be gone.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I mean. Like they would probably do that, right?
Let's hope Detroit gets Miller then.
I mean, I think he's good. I don't know why everyone hates on him so much, but
I don't know. Apparently, number 9 is Mikhail Granlund.
Yeah, I don't really even know, honestly. They'll be not signing with Dallas, I don't think.
No, he's not gonna stay there, I don't think. But
man, where does Granlund go?
I'm looking up his stats here. I don't know.
He had a good year. No, he had a good year for sure. I mean,
66 points, 83 games. He's 33.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a tough. Maybe Montreal, honestly.
Also, was fucking crazy in the faceoffs this year. Apparently, holy shit.
He was good.
66%.
Yeah, I think maybe Montreal because I mean I know the Canadians need centers, so.
That wouldn't be bad. I'll say Columbus.
Columbus is gonna get somebody.
Yeah, Pius Suter.
He's a good player.
It depends on a very interesting guy because like out of nowhere he just scored 25 goals.
Yeah, right. Is that what he is, or is that like a wow, what a year, right? I don't know.
I'm gonna say he probably stays with Vancouver.
You do
for a 1-year deal.
I could see.
And then next year we'll see if he repeats what he did this year. Then.
Yeah, and he's definitely gonna test. I mean, I would say maybe. I could see Suter going to like the Leafs or something. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. Get him for like a cheap cap hit, maybe. I don't know. Like I could see.
These two bozos have the Leafs losing 2 guys making 10 mil. I said Tavares stays in Toronto.
I just said Suter, Corey.
I don't know what you want from me.
And you have to sign Nyes too. Like I don't get it. Like you're not gonna have like no one to sign. Like you have to sign Nyes. He's making 7-8.
Ivan Provorov.
Left-handed defenseman.
Nashville.
Yeah, I could see it. Maybe Utah. Honestly, wouldn't be shocking either.
Patrick Kane staying in Detroit.
Yeah, I'd be shocked.
I don't think he's going anywhere else.
It's weird that obviously he hasn't signed yet, but right, you got to think some other notable guys.
Jamie Benn.
I think I'll stay with Dallas. They'll probably like sign like a very cheap deal. Yeah.
Nate Schmidt.
He should probably cash out if he's smart. But I can see him signing with Florida again. I don't know.
I don't know. Here's the thing. There's a lot of teams that need a lot of players. Claude
Yeah.
Giroux,
Drew's saying
like,
with
is he going
Ottawa.
somewhere?
No, he's saying with Ottawa,
Yeah,
in my
like
opinion.
Gus Nyquist, bring him back to Detroit.
Take him. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
He's got some life in him
Give
still.
me some Gus Nyquist in the bottom six. I'm down for that. Absolutely.
Uh,
I like Nyquist. I always have.
Burns. Like, is someone even gonna sign him? Like, I don't even know.
Someone will sign Brent Burns.
You think
Absolutely.
so?
They had a good playoffs.
I don't even know who would. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Dallas, right? I don't know.
Wait. Where did Ken Holland just sign? LA?
Yeah, LA. Yep.
All right, so Brent Burns is going to LA. 40-year-old D-man? Absolutely.
Oilers, Burns. I don't know about that. They don't need righties, do they?
There's some big names still here, though. Like Dmitry Orlov is a free agent. I didn't know that.
He's cooked, though.
Yes and no, right? The thing is, we think he's cooked. A GM is going to go, I can fix him.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Florida probably could. I mean, Florida can fix everybody, it seems like.
Fair. I'm just saying, like obviously, we look at these players and go, fuck, you're not getting anything, haha. But, like, a GM's going to look at a player with who had a couple good years and they have a winning pedigree or something, and they're going to give him a contract. It's just,
yeah,
you see it every year. Jeff Petrie.
Like, is someone going to sign him?
Retire. Yeah, I think it's time to retire.
Like, I think you're right. Johansson's not getting signed, I don't think.
Anthony Mantha probably going to get a cheap deal.
He'll get signed by somebody, because obviously
That's crazy to me, that fucking deal between Detroit and Washington, though.
Well,
Mantha for Vrana, and both players ended up not working out, and that's wild.
Airborne says San Jose, Columbus, Blue Jackets, Ducks, Hurricanes, and Utah have the most cap going into free agency. Give me one big name player that will sign with each team. So San Jose, I don't think is going to sign anyone big, because I don't think they're like going to be doing that. Like I think they're still kind of...
Yeah, see, here's the thing: the Sharks probably don't want to be signing.
That's what I mean. Like I don't think they want to like do that. So probably not for them.
Blue Jackets. I said someone.
Yeah, Blue Jackets. I think I said. Who did I say? Ehlers, right?
No, I said Ehlers.
Oh no, my fault.
Maybe, bro. I don't remember. See, this is the problem. I'm dumb. So.
Now, yeah.
Good talk. All right.
I think I said Columbus for him.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I didn't say Columbus. I said, oh no, did I say Besser to Columbus?
Yeah.
No, I said Ottawa for Besser.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember then. I guess yeah. Well, Ducks. I said Tavares. So, what do you got for the Ducks?
Hurricanes. I said. No, I said Ehlers for Carolina. That's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, wait. Maybe I said that. I don't fucking know.
Thank you for listening to two dumb people talk about stuff they don't know anything about.
You want to wrap it up there, Thrash?
We can wrap it if you want. We'll wait for a couple questions. See if anyone wants.
Yeah. But any questions, guys, about Hut? Free agency, anything like that? Fire them away quick.
I have done a lot of talking about the Red Wings, so if you want a couple of predictions for the Devils, I said I hope Detroit signs a couple guys.
Devils.
What do you want to see the Devils do?
Devils, they need to somehow unload Palat. I don't think they're going to be able to, but if they can somehow move his contract, even if they retain a little bit, that'd be amazing. But
high mystery.
I just don't know. I don't know what they're going to be able to do. I mean, they need a 3C. They need a third line center desperately. That's the biggest need in my opinion. And they also need a few depth forwards.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'd be shocked.
Marchand's staying in Florida. I don't see him going anywhere. Maybe I'm wrong.
Thoughts on the Hall of Fame inductions? Yeah, I mean, I thought they were all pretty deserving. I mean,
none of them are very good players.
Thorin, not a good player.
He's mid.
Duncan Keith, they don't have his rights, sadly.
Yeah, that's the problem. If they were all in the game, that'd be great. Like McGillney, Keith, and that, I'd love it. But
Devils need Jack to play the whole season in playoffs. I mean, listen,
the whole league needs a third line center. I got great news. The Wings have 5 third line centers, so we can trade them all off, man.
Marchand at Toronto. Breaking news: Robertson to Montreal for pick 16. Yeah, you're insane. That'd be horrendous. That trade.
Wow, yeah, that'd be tough.
Robertson's this guy Robertson had 100 points before. This he should be getting a crazy return. They didn't have Bondra. They did have Bondra's rights though. They just didn't have him in Hut yet.
Yeah, Bondra was in the game already.
Yeah.
If you guys, so I made a video on this, right? I made a video on Peter Bondra coming to the game in September, and nobody paid attention. And I don't blame you. I don't want to watch my videos either. But we knew he was in the game in September.
Yeah, you'll know, unless the Bobby Orr, that was a surprise, right? When they added
Bobby Orr was a surprise. Yeah,
but generally, you know who's in the game from the start.
Yeah, but yeah, Bondra was already in the game. PK Subban was already in the game.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I wonder who we'll get. I wonder who we'll get next year. Hopefully some cool player. Maybe Datsuk, right? He's retired now, right?
Datsuk joined the Hall of Fame. He did some stuff in Detroit this year.
So hopefully, I mean, we'll hope.
Maybe McGillney, now he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that has to help their chances, right? Maybe.
I mean, you would think, but it's not guaranteed.
Yeah. Because obviously Char, right? I mean, he got into the Hall of Fame, and then.
Yeah, Korea would be great. There's a lot of players we want to see, but again, how it works, in case you guys don't know, they have to join the NHL Alumni Association before EA is able to use them in game.
Exactly. You think Raiders are going to trade their first round pick next year? No, I don't think they should.
Matt Martin just retired. Yeah, we talked about that.
Hopefully, NHL 26 will be on 120 frames per second. No chance.
It's not even at 60, is it?
It is. I think it is 60.
Like, bro.
No, are any sports games 120? I don't even know. Like, is Madden? Like, I have no
clue. Zetterberg was passed over once again for the Hockey Hall of Fame for the 4th year of eligibility.
Do you think he should be in?
I mean, he won a cup. He won a Conn Smythe.
But, like, did he win any other awards? I don't know.
I'll pull it up. Here's the thing. Zetterberg was legitimately a top 5 player in the league for 5-6 years that you didn't talk about.
He's right? You think Datsuk was the guy that got praised.
He won the NHL Foundation Player Award, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Won the King Clancy, he won a Conn Smythe, and he won a cup.
Yeah, so I mean,
960 points in 1,082 games.
Like, it's a solid career. I don't know. I think it's a Hall of very good. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I hate to say it.
Is Datsuk a Hall of Famer?
Well, yeah, of course.
Then Zetterberg's a Hall of Famer.
I don't agree, though. He has many Selkie trophies. It's about the Selkies.
I mean, I guess, but Zetterberg and Zetterberg. If you didn't watch the Wings, I guess it's hard to say.
Well,
but,
yeah.
Most Wings fans at the time would say Zetterberg was better than Datsuk at all times.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
There was like a couple years there where Datsuk was maybe the best player in the world, like best overall, maybe not offensively, but
that's crazy.
Overall player, he may have been the best. There was a time there, but overall for the career, I would say Zetterberg was probably.
He could get in. I mean, think about it. McGillney got in, right? Eventually, like, it's possible. Like, you can't rule it out. I think Bergeron's the only lock for Hall of Fame next year, so Zetterberg could get in. There you go. See?
And maybe next year's Osgood's year, you know?
How about that Osgood or Patrick Elias? Please get him in the Hall of Fame.
Man, how I don't know. If everyone's clamoring for Carey Price to get in, though, you got to put Osgood in first. I'm sorry.
Fuck Osgood. Why do you love Osgood so much?
Who had better stats between the two goalies in their career?
Osgood.
Who won more trophies throughout their career?
Osgood.
Who won more Stanley Cups?
Osgood.
Who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame of the two?
Wait, I think you convinced me. It should be Chris Osgood.
Oh, man. On that note, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Hockey Ultimate Talk. We'll be back next week talking about the draft. Week 2 of the draft event here in NHL 25. And the start of free agency is what? Is that Monday?
It is.
No, Tuesday.
Yep.
So we'll be here on Tuesday talking about maybe we could. You want to do it on Monday right before free agency, or you want to do it on the Tuesday? Price had 2 Olympic gold medals, though. It's not the. I don't care. What do you want? Like Chris Osgood fucking won 3 Stanley Cups. Carey Price didn't do shit in the playoffs. What do you want?
What do you guys want, though? Like, do you think we should do it the day before free agency, or we should do the podcast like during free agency? What do you guys think? I mean, I'm down for whatever. I really would do either one. Let me know. Let us know.
Oh, I just won some really interesting. Just saw some very interesting awards and achievements for Chris Osgood. He was a multiple All-Star game player. He's 4th all-time in win percentage. How is that not a Hall of Famer? He was the 10th goalie ever to get 400 career wins.
He has 400 wins?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that is pretty good.
I think he was on like 10 All-Star teams.
Oz good or Oz decent?
He's 13th all-time in wins by an NHL goalie and 9th all-time in playoff wins.
I mean, wins is a team stat for sure, but I mean, that does, like, if you have that many, that is kind of something, like, I feel like.
He's had multiple seasons with the best goals against, best save percentage.
Thrash choking on it.
Absolutely. I have signed photos of Oz. I love Oz.
He said absolutely.
What? Gawk, my friend.
All right, can we end this fucking podcast? What's happening?
I love Chris Osgood. Do I think he's a Hall of Famer? Probably not. No. But I'm just saying, if you're going to be like, Price should be a first ballot, you got to look at players like Chris Osgood, who has better stats in every single category throughout his career. If he's not in it after 10 years, Price isn't first ballot.
I really hope he gets in for you, Thrash. That'll be the day.
If Ozzy gets in, great. I don't think it's like the biggest thing in the world. But when it comes to like Carey Price, should he be a Hall of Famer? Yeah, probably.
He'll get in probably next year.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm just stunned when people are like, he should have been first ballot. I don't think he should have been first ballot.
If he had a cup, he probably would have been.
Probably, yeah. But bro saying Ozzy like he's his best friend. Fun fact: Chris Osgood was at my birthday party this year.
So there you go. Then he clearly is.
Imagine.
All
right, y'all. Thanks for listening. We're getting out of here. Sorry for going off the rails yet again. We'll probably do it again next week.
See you later.